And we are officially live. Welcome to day 4 of Made to Feel. This is a 5-day course to help you get in touch with you feel and discover your true self. And today we are talking about emotional sovereignty. This is about being in control of your own experience and also releasing the control over another's experience. So, being sovereign, being free to have your own experience, and not being codependent with others, where if someone else feels different or thinks different or does different or responds to you different, that you all of a sudden abandon your feelings, abandon your experience, or do you remain sovereign in your experience despite what anyone else around you experiences? Now, I wish I knew the power of emotional sovereignty, that I didn't have to align with what everyone else felt, what everyone else thinks, especially in family, especially in the town you grew up in the community, in your school, in your environment, in your workplace, in your world. Okay, so if you have different thoughts or beliefs or feelings or actions than the people around you, than your family, it's maintaining that emotional sovereignty and not falling into groupthink, not falling into codependency, and having to. A lot of us have been groomed in codependent and narcissistic dynamics, so we were taught to self abandon what it is we feel. And oh, you must be right. You must be more noble or more true about it, what I feel, about what I experience. And here, with emotional sovereignty, you uphold your own experience despite how anyone else shows up. This is freedom. This is true emotional freedom, emotional sovereignty. How do we actually step into this? And this whole experience over these 5 days is guiding you into this emotional freedom, into this full expression of your emotions, of your feelings. So we're not stifling ourselves, so we're not holding ourselves back, so we're not contorting ourselves and trying to fit ourselves in someone else's reality and shapeshift. No, we are choosing to consciously be sovereign human beings. And this takes practice, and you will be triggered where you are not being in your sovereignty. And you will have to do the work of what we're doing in this course, which is discerning your emotions from what you feel and what someone else feels, setting boundaries when those don't align. Okay? Being able to, I'm drawing a blank. Get emotionally sober. Hello. Yes, getting emotionally sober from that place. Once you create boundaries, then you're going to have to work through your emotions around that experience. So once you create the boundary around your toxic family, your toxic relationships, people in your environment that don't align with you, when you start to create the boundary and stop giving your emotional energy, this is where you're getting sober. I'm not going to give you my emotions. I'm not giving you my thoughts anymore. I'm not giving you constantly people pleasing you. I'm not giving you that anymore. So you be emotionally sober so that we can come into emotional sovereignty. Okay? So one leads to the next. And when you start to recognize, oh, I can discern. Oh, I'm going to create a boundary here. This isn't a line. Okay, I'm going to get emotionally sober because this is affecting how I feel. And I'm going to choose to be emotionally sovereign. So, yes, this requires self awareness. Yes, this requires emotional intelligence. At the end of the day, you let them, right? You heard this mantra, let them. Let them. Let them all. Let everyone be. Let them do what they're doing. And what are you doing? Taking radical self responsibility over your experience. Are you a sovereign human being? Or do you want to be a sovereign human being on this earth? Or do you want to be a codependent human being on this earth? You decide. At the end of the day, where do your feelings and thoughts come from? It comes from your source energy within you, your values, your principles, your morals, your beliefs. So yes, you will be challenged. You're human. You have human experiences, but can you come back to your sovereignty? And the best thing happens when you're in your sovereignty is you start connecting with people in their sovereignty. And so it's two independent, two sovereign human beings that are self-responsible, that are responsible for how they feel, what they think, how they show up. This is where connection can happen. This is where authentic relationships can happen. Where you are free to feel and I'm free to feel, and we can connect where that's aligned, and where it doesn't, we establish a boundary. This is the work that we all need to be doing on this planet, okay? So, where are you reclaiming your emotional sovereignty? Please don't be anything like me and spend decades into codependency, decades depressing yourself, devaluing yourself, degrading yourself, because you are allowing people around you to depress you, to stifle you, to devalue you, to degrade you. And so what happens? You start doing the same thing to yourself. Not here. We work through this experience so that we know, okay, I'm going to discern. Oh, okay, I'm going to create boundaries here. Okay, I'm going to be emotionally sober because it's affecting how I feel. And then I'm going to choose what I think and feel and be sovereign in my experience. Because if this doesn't match, I'm not going to sit there and cater to you and wish and beg and hope that you like me, or you hear me, or you see me, or you feel me, or you resonate with me. Or I'll be depressed for years and years and years and years. Or I woke up from the stupor of being in therapy 3 days a week, talking about how traumatic this was, how emotionally abusive and toxic and crazy it was, or I removed myself from the whole situation, had a revelation of discernment, created boundaries, got emotionally sober, and no one is in control of my emotions, and I can be emotionally sovereign. So I really want this to land for you. This is an invitation for you to exercise your sovereignty. You feel that way, and that's fine. I accept your sovereignty, and this is how I feel. I am not controlling you, and you are not controlling me. And us consciously choosing to be here, consciously choosing to connect. This is sovereignty. So when we can get to this place, this is where the ascension happens. This is where the floodgates of your truth and your life force energy come to play. This is where you grow. This is where you can see a change in your skin, in your face, in your eyes, where your energy radiates, okay? So this explosion of your consciousness within you requires your sovereignty. Can you maintain your energy within your body, within your mind, without giving it away, without giving it up? Hold your center. Hold your sovereignty. Root down. This is the breath. This is the body. This is the energy. This is redirecting the speeding train in the right direction. Okay, I'm not going to take this good energy and spew you because you called me an asshole. No, I'm going to focus on my energy and let that go because that has nothing to do with me. Okay, so releasing personal projections of everyone else and being sovereign. You can feel it in your energy when someone is judging you, when someone is projecting you, their perception of you. It's projection. A lot of this, we got to just remain in your sovereignty. Remain in your sovereignty. Your sovereignty is your sanity. Your sovereignty is your sanity. Your sovereignty is your sanity. So where are you taking back your sovereignty? I am very excited for you to rise in your power, in your truth, in your energy. So stop giving people authority and autonomy over what it is you feel, you powerful human, and you recognize you get to be sovereign in your own experience. And see what happens from there. Trust me, this is the way to self-mastery, okay? We do this inner work to heal, to evolve, and to master who we are in this body on this earth. Can I get an amen? I love you. I'm sending you so much good energy today for day 4, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.